This is the new TVS Jupiter. Everything here is new, not just the style, also the chassis and the engine. Today we're going to give you a walk-around review. I cannot give you my opinions on what the scooter is like to ride. We have ridden it at TVS's test track in Hosur. The review video will go live tomorrow. Today we're just going to show you what's new, talk you through it. First of all, TVS has gone really quite different with the style. This is a family scooter and it is one of TVS's most important products. It is their biggest selling product, the Jupiter family. So they have gone different, but they've not gone crazy. The headlamp is still recognizable as a family scooter headlamp, but this stuff out here is a lot more youthful and sporty. What you have on the higher variants is a full LED DRL. We'll show you the variants, we'll show you the colors in a bit, but it's a lot more angular, more youthful, looks fun. Over at the side, again, this is recognizable as a conventional family scooter, but you've got these interesting lines going through here, adds a bit of interest. This has been inspired by the iQube, but it's bigger, big LED unit. Again, the lower variants get a slightly different function, but the look is the same. When you come over to the front, you have a new color LCD display. On the top versions, you've got a simple analog display on the lower versions. You also have fuel filler in the front now. The Jupiter used to be at the back, and that's because this has moved to the Jupiter 125cc platform, which means it's using the Jupiter 125cc chassis, and that does things very differently. For example, the boot is now huge. It's 33 liters, it holds 2 helmets, and that's because the Jupiter 125 chassis has moved the petrol tank out of here and underneath into the floorboard. It's a 5.1 liter fuel tank. You do fill it up through here, which you can open through the multifunction key out there. More features on this are that it now has hazard lights. You have to long press the indicator. It has start stop. It also has an all new engine. Now this engine is based on the Jupiter 125 engine. It's the same stroke, but the bore has been sleeved down. Mostly the same engine otherwise compared to the Jupiter 125. Power is slightly better than the Jupiter 110. Torque has gone up by almost 1 Newton meter, and that's because TVS has a very simple micro hybrid system going on in here. They're basically using the integrated starter generator, which is the technology that enables silent start. But they've taken it a step further, where the system can send back about 0.6 Newton meters of torque when you need it. When you whack this open entirely, it'll tell you assist is on. How this function works, we'll tell you in our review tomorrow. But it's interesting. It's something no one in the 110cc segment at least is doing right now. Being based on the Jupiter 125cc platform, the chassis is more or less the same. The suspension components, the braking components, they are also more or less the same. It's nice to get the option of a disc brake on the top version. Some 110cc of scooters do not give you that option. The seat length has also gone up compared to the old Jupiter thanks to the move to the new platform. But TVS has said that this scooter actually weighs a little less than the old Jupiter. They've given us a 105 kg curb weight. That may vary depending on drum or disc brake variants. We'll put the details down below. As for seating position, I'm not going to give you any opinion. I've been asked not to until the review is out, but this is what it looks like. That is what the pillion seat looks like. Foot pegs around there. That's what the pillion space is like. Take a look, let us know what you think. We'll tell you what we think tomorrow. That is effectively what the rest of the Jupiter 110 is about. You also have a nice big cubby up front. It's 2 liters, it can hold quite a bit. There's a charging port out here if you go for the higher variant models. So this is how the variants break up. There are 4 variants in total. We don't have the base variant here, but basically it is a scooter with drum brakes and steel wheels. What you see here are all alloy wheels, but there are some other differences. Now, if you go for the base variants, the lighting is different. You don't get that DRL all across the front. What you get here are indicators split on the side, and you also get at the rear. The hardware looks similar. It's the same looking tail lamp, but the brake only fills up this portion. On the top versions, it fills up the entire unit. The other cost saving factor is in here. You get a much simpler display. This basic display is in the base 2 versions. Now if you move over, we'll see what the other variants look like, and by the way, there are 6 colors in total. The last 2 colors are reserved for the top model. The disc brake is available on the top version only, and when you go for the top version, you get the much nicer looking DRL that fills up the whole space. You also get the color LCD display. You've got a little bit more information in there, including average fuel efficiency, real-time fuel efficiency. It tells you when the assist mode is on. It will show you navigation prompts if you got navigation on. And speaking of, this comes with TVS's Smart Connect on the top versions. Its features we've seen before, but they're nice features. It will tell you who's calling, you can put navigation on, it will tell you where you last parked your scooter. Not new things for TVS, but nice features, and they are available on the top versions of the Jupiter. This is the new TVS Jupiter 110. New everything. It's a bold move because this is their best-selling product. But the Jupiter 125 has proved to be really successful. TVS says that the Jupiter 125 now sells nearly or pretty much as well as the Jupiter 110. So clearly that platform works. People like what it has to offer, and the company has now brought it to its bestseller. Let us know what you think about the scooter and keep an eye out for our full review tomorrow.